Okay, well, this topic is quite tough perhaps, but I think it's important to go for it. We have a lot of questions coming from the clients on the regular basis talking about the service fees. And normally, not normally, but the way how we work, we always require to pay upfront fees for all the services we provide. So the question that we receive is that whether we can provide the discount or if the payment can be divided in installments, payments. Let's talk about that a little bit.
Okay, this is a very, very difficult question. I understand that, yeah, it's business is business, so different clients, they want to negotiate. But, let me tell you a backstory actually. In the beginning, when we started the company, uh, so many years ago now, more than 10 years ago, um, we were offering some sort of installments. Excuse me. And then you know, we had this few negative experiences with clients where clients change their mind in the middle. They don't complete
Right.
their promise, right? They promise, okay, I'm going to make a payment, second installment once you get the license. And if you go to my other office in Songjiang, for example, we have several licenses that we obtained, but client never made a payment. Why? Because they changed their mind. They changed their mind about whole like entering the Chinese market. And then, why is it bad for us? You might say, okay, what's it like? Why do you care about it? No, we care because in China it doesn't work like in the U.S. or in Hong Kong even, like where you register the company online without actually working with the government directly. In China, in mainland China, we work with economic zones here. So once we start the process must be finished, like completed. Otherwise, it's going to affect our relationship with the economic zone. So with those clients actually never completed the process, our relationship got affected slightly. So then later on, we changed the policy. We have a very strict policy. It's kind of never changes. No exceptions at all whatsoever. There might be some exceptions, but those exceptions should be justified, should be big enough to make sense. Okay, so we charge the clients in advance 100%. We want the clients to be committed 100% to the process. The only way to prove the commitment is actually for them to pay 100%. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense for us to take them as clients. And earlier you brought this example of like going to a store, for example, go to an Apple store and say that, okay, let me pay you half of the fee, let me use it, and then maybe next week, next year, I'm going to pay half of it. No, it doesn't work like that. Even go to a restaurant, you don't say like that, let me eat this pizza now, maybe next week I'm going to make a payment. So service is exactly the same product. It's not kind of fee actually. This is again, I'm stealing your phrasing here. It's an investment, for God's sake. It's your company. It's not my company. It's not Alena's company or anybody else's. It's your company, your own company. You're investing into your own company. Of course, you're hiring a professional to take care of the process 100%. But if this doesn't satisfy um, your needs, maybe if you're not, comfortable with that, you're welcome to always choose another service provider. If you're not prepared to make 100% commitment, because there are so many other service providers, we don't consider. I mentioned that in the earlier video. We don't consider them as competitors, because literally this market we know upside down, inside out. To be honest, like 100% information we have about this market, and then we are 1,000%, 1,000,000,000% confident that our customer service is unmatched. Okay, it's the type of customer service you get from JR and Firm is like superb, and you will not get this kind of customer service when you sign up with other all these companies who are offering you 10 installments, because we don't care about those things. It's for us. Uh, even for our company to be 100% committed, right, to the process, we need to get paid. Otherwise, it literally doesn't make sense for us. We're not here for the little bit of drip of the water, so to speak. Oh, you are the king. I am your, like slave.
Servant.
Yeah, servant. Please just no, it doesn't work. It's a commitment from both sides, and mutual commitment, respectful commitment. So, yeah, you respect our policy. You're welcome to become a client, and we are 100% there for you, to serve you, to actually provide you with all the guidance and tips, including all this, process of registration.
Right, and just again, keep in mind, it's not a cost, it's your investment in your future, investment in the growth of your business. So look at it as something that you will invest on the long run as well. From our side, we are committed to help you to get to the stage where you can start thriving with your business. So
yeah, Fred here, he traveled to Shenzhen recently, and I asked him to pop into some accounting companies just for the sake of information and see how they are operating. Same type of company as we are, and he went there and talked to these companies, local companies. They say, well, yeah, we only provide accounting service inside the office. If you ask me to step outside the office, I will refuse. That is the response. In our case, we don't do that. Once the company or entrepreneur, they become a client, we are ready to support them with all these services in and outside the office. There's no limitation. We send people on behalf of clients to banks, to tax office, to wherever it takes, actually. And that's also like one of the qualities that we put on the table. Yeah. And of course, like all the existing clients, if they watch the video, they perfectly know that they can contact us with all sorts of different questions, be it personal, professional. We don't limit ourselves, oh, you just paid for company formation, structuring service, and so I'm not going to answer your question about where to buy a jacket, for example. No, you're welcome. Once you become a client, you become, member of our family, basically, JR and Firm family. Okay, and whatever resources we have, we are happy to share it with you, be it like factory resources, maybe like accounting, or let's say legal resources. Specifically, we have a lot of strong lawyers here in Shanghai. Yeah. So yeah, installments, just to summarize, unfortunately, in our company, they're not a thing. We don't work with installments. Sometimes, except for installments, sometimes clients ask about discount. Discount is okay, it's understandable. We can negotiate. But I just want to say that our price is already below the market price. I always mention it to the client. Well, sometimes we make exception, do some more discount. But then again, as a rule, rule of negotiation, sometimes I ask them, okay, I'm going to make you a discount, but in exchange, I want you to bring some more paying clients. It's kind of tit for tat. I give you this, you give me that. How about this? It's a fair game. It should not be like a one-sided game.
Indeed.
It's a club, like a two hands club, right?
Indeed, absolutely.
So yeah, for the sake of fairness, if you like insist on larger discount, be prepared to bring along some more like partners. That would make more sense.
I think that's a fair game in here.
Yeah.